guys, I want to talk a little bit about job descriptions today and why I think they are generally worthless and you shouldn't really pay so much attention to them. First, let's take a look at how jobs are actually made and how job descriptions are made. So a job need pops up, right? Maybe somebody leaves the company and they need to rehire, or the company wants to start a new service or a product, or they're growing, right? So um, they're launching a new product and they need a head of product management or marketing person to help with this, right? So usually when that happens, a hiring manager who's in charge is going to have this idea, this concept of, okay, we need someone that's a good communicator and that's mature and that has at least 5 years of experience doing this. And usually their expectations are quite high, and they might even have some sort of specific kind of view or requirement based on some idea they have, and then they're going to communicate this with the HR person. So the HR person is going to probably copy and paste a lot of the job description from LinkedIn or from other job descriptions, and then they're going to combine the hiring manager's description onto one piece of paper, and usually it turns into more of a people description, right? The university you graduated from, the number of years working, the skill set, the tools you've used. Those are things just describing people. They're not actually describing the job and what you'd be doing. So my point is, usually those job descriptions are quite vague. While there are some good job descriptions, I would say probably 70 to 80% of the ones you see are going to be out there really more describing kind of these ideal people that they're looking for without actually putting in any real specifics that give you a good idea of what the job is. So what does this mean? One, just take it with a grain of salt, right? I mean, because it's a job description that is was kind of made on the fly, right? Not so much time was probably spent on it. Don't look at it and analyze every single line, right? Don't succumb to analysis paralysis, as they say, right? Because there always will be one thing that you probably don't hit, right? One requirement that you probably don't meet, and just saying no, I'm not going to apply for that could be the difference between having your dream job and not having your dream job, right? And completely changing your career trajectory. So don't focus so much on what the job description says. Instead, what you can do is you can look at the company. What is the company doing? Do you believe in their mission? Do you believe in their products and services? Do you understand what their culture is like? What do you like about them? And do you think there's something that you could do for them where your skills would be required, or is it something that you want to do? And if there is, then it's worth talking to them, right? It's worth applying for the job. So the second thing you can do is just look around online and talk to people, right? So your goal is to find out more about this job, and maybe it's not going to be so clear from the job description. So don't take it personally. Don't take it as a sign that, oh, the company sucks and they can't make a good job description, right? Just, again, number one is take it with a grain of salt. Number two is start looking elsewhere, right? So what I mean by that is for example, you can go on LinkedIn and you can find people that have been in that position before. And what you can do is, and I've done this several times, is you can reach out and just ask those people, hey John, I noticed that you used to work at this company X, as a marketing manager. I'm actually interested in applying for a similar job in that company, and I'd love to hear about your experience there and what your role was like. So that's a great opportunity. If you can get a hold of those people, then they'll tell you all about how it really was to work on the job. They'll probably disclose some of the politics that was going on, some of the things that they didn't like, but also a lot of the good stuff, right? And what it actually entails working there in that job. So if you can get that insider information, so to speak, then that's going to give you a much better idea. Instead of going and just looking at this job description, Alternatively, if you do get an interview, right, then you can ask questions, right, and you can find out what it's like to work there. But even before you apply, if you are curious, then this is a great way to find out that information, what it's like to really work there. Number 3, just apply anyways and ask smart questions, right? If you're interested in the company, you're not so sure about the job description, and you have questions, great. Just apply and see what happens, right? So the best performers and the best employees, they're going to go beyond the scope of the job description anyways, right? So you don't want to limit yourself to what may or may not be on there. So I would say always go in with an open mind, be flexible, but also be inquisitive, right? Be inquisitive, be skeptical, and ask questions, right? Ask the company, ask the hiring manager, what is what is the KPI? What is a target for this specific job? How is my performance measured? What is the team like? What is the culture like? Can you give me specific examples, right? So you want to get in there, really find out the details, and also go through the job description with them and see, is it really accurate? But you're not going to be able to do that unless you talk to a person. So don't spend so much time reading over a piece of paper, and get in front of people.